Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Nathan. Just want to say good evening, everyone, both the East and West Coast. I hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. I hope you guys are looking forward to the week coming up as well. And for this video tonight, of what I want to talk to you guys about is soap opera news and updates for the 4th of September 2020. Here at the beginning, here at the end of this week, excuse me, for the first week of September. So let's get right into all of this. The links will be in the description below. Two of them are from soapoperanews.net, and the last one is from daytonconfidential.com. So let's go to the first one. The lovely and the one and the only Tracy E. Berman back at The Young and the Restless. So let's get right into this one. This is posted today, 4:20 on a Friday. And it says, truly, we've missed seeing Tracy Berman and Lauren Fenimore Baldwin on our screens as often as we used to. But right now, we're just glad to report that she's back and working for some upcoming scenes. Berman reported for work today, September 4th, 2020, for the first time since the show resumed production. With there being 1 month gap between taping and airing materials, we're back on screen sometime next month. And she also put up a story on her Instagram about her being back on at CBS Film Studios for Y&R. So all we did is see her back on Y&R and our screens. We'll go to the next one. Victoria Confall, Freddie Smith, and Sharon Massey will be back at Days of Our Lives. So let's get into this one. Victoria Confall, Freddie Smith, and Chandler Massey all to return Days of Our Lives. Posted on the 4th of September 2020 on soapoperanews.net, and it says, Freddie Smith and Sharon Massey both wrapped their run as Sonny Kyriakis and Will Horton, respectively, on Days of Our Lives. On the first day of this month, we are set to say goodbye to Victoria Confall as Sarah Bray Weston in a number of weeks, but it will not be the last to see of them. In an interview with Soap Opera Digest, Ken Gorday teased, quote, Victoria Confall, Sierra has left and will return, and will leave, so she'll be coming and going. But we haven't seen the last of her. Chandler, Massey, Will, and Freddie Smith, Sonny, are leaving, but they will also be returning on and off. It's not like they're leaving goodbye forever. It's something we don't like doing, closing the door permanently. It is known that characters often return for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and other special events. Could this be the next time we see them? Both Smith and Massey have plans to relocate. How will it work out? All right, and the last one. Okay. General Hospital alum Brian Craig says he wants to return in daytime. So let's find this one. This is posted on Confidential, on posted by Carter Silver 8 hours ago today. It says, Brian Craig, ex-Morgan General Hospital, is looking to return daytime. The Emmy winner recently starred on the now canceled Grand Hotel, but he's eager to get back to his roots. He recently tweeted that he was, quote, ready to work and up for grabs before asking, who's it going to be? Craig then tagged all 4 soaps in his message. In a follow-up statement to soaps.com, Craig clarified none of the soaps have yet offered him a job. He added, quote, I'm ready to go back to my roots for a while in these tough times, and as I would love it to be my home at General Hospital, I'm very open to exploring the other shows of the daytime world. So we're going to go to the first one. Like I said before, Tracy Berman back at Y&R filming some upcoming scenes. I'm glad she's back on Y&R. And also, you know what that means. Christian LeBlanc also is not far from behind. I think he'll be back as well. Filming scenes too as the DA of Genoa City, the top lawyer in the town, Michael Baldwin. I'm a big fan of Lauren and Michael. I've always loved them since they started to pair them together. I do feel though, of course, we've seen this with Paul and Christine, played by Doug Davison and Laurel Bell. Also Tracy Berman, Christian LeBlanc, and so on and so forth on screen that much. Also, same goes for Greg Ricard, who plays Kevin on YNR, Kevin Fisher. He has not been seen on YNR too, and I do hope that the show will, remember that these families do exist on YNR and that they are a big part of the show too. So, but I'm glad that Trici's back, and I'm looking forward to see her and Christian LeBlanc share scenes together. Next up, Victoria Confall, Freddie Smith, and Sharon Massey also to return Days of Our Lives. This is no surprise here from the interview that Ken Corday gave on Soap Opera Digest, and also he did an interview on their podcast talking about the show, the writing, what's going to happen from here on out. And I'm looking forward to it, though. I do think that for for Ken, he's got to be, I think, a little bit more concerning about, the show and what goes on behind the scenes a little bit more because he's not really that hands-on. It's more like Ron Carlivati and the head writers and also Albert Alar who are mostly there keeping control of things, making sure that things don't get out of hand. So, it's always good to know that, the show, as of right now, I think is in good, it's in good standing right now because we got a lot of returns coming up. Other ones I mentioned with Freddie, Chandler, also Victoria as well. For Victoria, she'll be, back and forth, coming and going a lot. But, all in all, I've been enjoying Days of Our Lives recently. I'm glad that, the show is doing all these returns for the show. And last but not least, I want to talk about this one. General Hospital alum Brian Craig says he wants to return to daytime. I'm not against it. I know, I read, on sites that, about Brian Craig's behavior backstage while he was on General Hospital. And, that was probably the reason why he wanted to leave or that he got fired. So for me, if he came back to daytime, I wouldn't be against it as long as, he's cleaned up his act and has learned the errors of his mistakes from the past. He was on Grand Hotel. I did not see that show, but I heard he did phenomenal work on there. So if he is back, if he doesn't want to come back to daytime or any soap opera or whatever, I'm all for it. Just make sure, if I was saying this to Brian Craig, I would just tell him, look, just make sure you, be focused, be ready, and, put all the shenanigans behind you and just go straight forward and be successful, because, these days, a lot of people who are in the acting business, have egos and they don't seem to care about, their actions and the consequences to their actions when it involves others as well. But as far as the soap operas, which soap I want to see him go back to, obviously General Hospital, because, right now the character of Morgan Corinthos is, presumably dead, even though there wasn't a body found. I could see General Hospital bringing Brian Craig back to General Hospital, and I can see him. I can see a lot going on for him on that show right now because Ava, played by Mara West, is on that show, and I know that there's going to be a lot of unfinished business between Ava and Morgan, since the last time we saw Morgan, he died in that, quote unquote, died in that car bombing. And before that, Ava had messed with his medication. And, say what you want about what Ava did, it's still not right. But I could see why she did it because, Morgan being with Kiki, it just was not very healthy for her at that time when they were together. So, and also, yeah, him dealing with Kiki's death, um, that would just really send Morgan backwards, causing Sonny Jason Clark to be there, Michael too, to be there for him and to surround him with a lot of support and love because he loved Kiki. You know, they had a great love, even though I wasn't a big fan of Morgan Kiki when Kristen Arlson left and the other actress played Kiki. Um, but I was seeing him on General Hospital, but the other two soaps I could see him being on either B&B, The Bold and Beautiful, or Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives, who could he play? He could play either one of Sonny's brothers, Alexander Karyakis, Victor Karyakis II, or Joseph Karyakis. Either one of them, I could see him playing because they need to introduce more of Adrian and Justice's sons to the canvas. So I can see that happening, unless there's another character another character for Brian to play on Days of Our Lives. I'm all for it. And the other one, you guys are not going to believe this one, but I'm going to say The Bold and Beautiful for one thing and one thing only. I think that it's time for The Bold and Beautiful to build up to the next generation of Logans and Forsters and other core family relatives to be on that show because Thorsten Kaye, Catherine K. Lang, Don Diamond, Heather Tom, John McCook, so on and so forth, they can't continue to carry the show forever. So I just want to see them build up and have the younger generation be on the show too. They don't have to take over the show. Just put, the lights, just put, the next generation on recurring for the time being. And when the time is right, put them on contract officially so they can, so that they can, be successful on screen and have good storytelling. The character that I would like to see Brian Craig play is actually a Next Generation character related to Felicia Forster, the son of Felicia Forster. His name is Dino Damiano, the son of Felicia Forster, and who were his parents? Felicia and someone else. Yes, Dante Damiano, played by Antonio Sabato Jr., who played Jagger on General Hospital. I like to see him play, be the son, play the son of Dante and Felicia Forster. I think that would be very interesting to mix it up and make things interesting and fresh, a new fresh face on the show. Maybe they could also bring in Diana Carter, the daughter of Sheila Carter and Massimo Maroni. That could always happen as well. And I'd like to see either Kirsten Alderson or another actress who has chemistry with chemistry-wise with Brian Craig. I'd always thought that Elena Tovar, who played, I believe that's her name, Elena Tovar. Yes, Elena Tovar, who played Rosalie Martinez, would be perfect for that role. Because for on General Hospital, Morgan was once, flirting and, playing around with, Rosalie Martinez, a character that we didn't know that much of. And they had so much potential, but they didn't do that much with them. I thought that Rosalie and Morgan were going to be together, and unfortunately that did not happen. They paired Morgan with Kiki for some reason. I hope that for Elena Tovar, I hope that she somehow comes back to daytime too. And if she comes back to General Hospital and Brian comes back to General Hospital, you have to pair Morgan and Rosalie together. Go for it. Just don't stop. Just keep on going. Morgan and Rosalie will have potential. I guarantee you, I promise you, if that happens, if Brian Craig and Elena Tovar come back to General Hospital, pair Morgan and Rosalie up together, and they will be one of the next best things to General Hospital. So But I do want to wish Brian Craig nothing more but the best in his career moving forward. Uh, you know, because I believe that all of us deserve a chance at redemption and being better. So you know, yes. But tell me, also, guys, think about all this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you in a little neutral about Tracy Berman back in YNR, Victoria Confall, Chandler Massey, and Freddie Smith are said to return in Days of Our Lives, and also General Hospital alum Brian Craig says he wants to return in daytime. What do you guys think about that? And tell me in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, spread the good word with my channel. And I will see all of you next time on my channel next week. I may not do a video on Memorial Day weekend because, Memorial Day is on Monday. So you might not see a video of me. Then then I'll do one on Tuesday to Friday videos, and if so, it'll be a regular schedule. But thank you guys for watching, listening, subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. See ya.